and executing with, of course, Professor S.P. Agrawal, Principal, Ramanujan College. Dr. J.L. Gupta presently is Member Finance Committee, University of Delhi, Member, University Court, Secretary, Indian Accounting Association, NCR Chapter. He is known for his crystal clear convictions, and as a former member of the Executive Council, University of Delhi, he made sure that the issues pertaining to the welfare of teachers, non-teaching staff, and students were taken up in all earnestness, and he vociferously fought for them. He has a huge reservoir of energy, which I have always been talking about. And once he embarks on a mission, then, as we say, he doesn't listen to himself too, till he has taken it to the logical end. A perfectionist, immaculate planner, organizer, scholar of repute, he puts the young lads to shame with the energy he exudes. I'm sure all of you agree with me that he can be called the youngest member of the team. Sir, I request you now to welcome our esteemed audience and our chief guest, Professor Nageshwar Rao.
Thank you, Professor Rekha Dayal, for kind words. A very pleasant afternoon to one and all. It gives me immense pleasure to be in the midst of a galaxy of distinguished guests sitting in this august house on virtual platform. The chief guest, Professor Nageshwar Rao, the Vice Chancellor of Indira Gandhi National Open University, CA Dr. Sanjeev Singhal, the Council Member, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, likely to join very soon, Professor S.P. Agrawal, the Principal, Ramanujan College, Professor Rekha Dayal, Professor Anjali Gupta, faculty members, participants from different parts of the country, and the other members of the organizing team. I welcome you all to this valedictory function of 2 weeks refresher course on research methodology and data analysis organized by Teaching Learning Center, Ramanujan College, DU, in association with Indian Accounting Association, NCR Chapter. On this occasion, I take this opportunity. I'm happy to inform you, this is August House, that our chapter, Indian Accounting NCR Chapter, has been organizing various activities, organizing seminars, research methodology program in physical form, as well as on virtual form. And we have been working under the guidance and supervision of some great man who is sitting in this August House on virtual platform. Earlier, there was a chapter called Delhi Chapter. We were the pioneer members. We created once again under the guidance of the great man who is sitting here in this August House. But after some time, when so many members were there was a thinking that, we should carve out some new chapter. उस समय एक ग्रेट मैन का जो रोल था बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट था. जिस प्रकार से कभी महाभारत में कौरव पांडव में मतभेद हुआ तो कृष्ण जी के पास गए. कृष्ण जी से मांगा गया, कौरवों ने मांगा कि हमें सेना दीजिए, फंड दीजिए. पांडवों ने क्या कहा, आप हमारे साथ खड़े रहिए. तो यही सिचुएशन हमारे साथ थी. जब ऐसी नौबत आई, जब हमें नया चैप्टर क्रिएट करना पड़ा, उस समय हमने कृष्ण जी से कहा, आप हमें कुछ नहीं चाहिए, हमारा फंड जा रहा है, मेंबर्स जा रहे हैं, हाँ आप हमारे साथ केवल खड़े रहो. So that way we are indebted to the person for his support since its inception till now. He is our patron, he is visionary, accomplished administrator, motivator, and amiable friend. He is no other man than the Professor Nageshwar Rao, who is sitting in this August House. Great appreciation for this man. Please let there be a round of applause. Of course, he can't listen, but up here you can see. Besides this, second man who needs to be appreciated for uplifting this chapter. He is the distinguished professor and accomplished administrator. He also needs to be complimented. He is the backbone of this chapter. Right from the day one, हमेशा कंधे से कंधा उन्होंने मिलाया हमें और हमेशा पूरी तरह से साथ दिया है. Whatever we have given some proposal, he has kindly accepted, and he has been kind enough to give his shelter and we are they know sky is the limit. We can go to any extent under his able leadership. The third man also needs to be complimented. जो अपने ज्ञान की वजह से जिसने हमारे चैप्टर का नाम रोशन किया है, he is Dr. Sanjeev Singhal. He is आपको रेखा बताएगी उनके क्या क्या क्वालिटीज है, बट वन थिंग इज क्लियर, हमारा इंडियन अकाउंटिंग एसोसिएशन के लिए दिस इज एन ऑनर टू हिम. ओनली मेंबर IAA, इंडियन अकाउंटिंग एसोसिएशन के प्रेसिडेंट तो चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट बने हैं, बट कोई भी चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट हमारा मेंबर जो है इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स का काउंसिल मेंबर नहीं बना. एंड ऑफ कोर्स ही इज इन द प्रोसेस ऑफ मेकिंग द प्रेसिडेंट. ही इज इन द प्रोसेस ऑफ मेकिंग प्रेसिडेंट. सो दैट वे वी फील आल्सो प्राउड ऑफ इट. उसके ज्ञान की वजह से हमारे चैप्टर का काफी नाम है, एंड ही इज द प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ अवर इंडियन अकाउंटिंग एसोसिएशन एनसीआर चैप्टर. ऑफ कोर्स बाकी लोगों की मेहनत, रेखा दयाल, अंजलि गुप्ता, they are all working hard to make every program a success. We are all proud of our team members. पुरुषोत्तम है, पुरुषोत्तम को हमेशा हमारे मेहनत के रूप में कहा जाता है. मेहनत को उनको सबसे बड़ा इनाम क्या मिला है, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ कॉमर्स में या 8 लोग निकाले गए, 2 आदमी का चुनाव हुआ है, पुरुषोत्तम इज वन ऑफ देम, जो हमारे सरस्वती वंदना करते हैं. तो दैट वे वी दिस इज ऑनर. लोग कहते हैं SP गवाल साहब का भी मेहरबानी है, वो तो उनकी मेहरबानी तो पता नहीं कहाँ कहाँ होती है. नाउ कमिंग टू रिसर्च मेथोडोलॉजी. Research methodology is the mechanism to solve a research problem in a systematic way. Data analysis is the process of systematically applying relevant statistical tools to describe, condense, and evaluate data. Research and data analysis are very significant for all professionals to develop decision-making process in the modern era. Objective of the study. The principal objective of this program has been the professional development of faculty members of institutions of commerce and management. This course has been an attempt to inspire the curious minds of participants and guide them through enjoyable path of research towards the unknown frontiers of knowledge and vision. This program is an effort towards exploring different dimensions and paradigms of research. Large number of topics have been covered, and some of the topics which include like introduction to concept of research, hypothesis formulation, research process, review of literature, basics of quantitative research, sampling techniques, questionnaire designing, and so many chapters are there. Citation and referencing system, e-resource efficiency for research, writing research paper and monograph in high impact factor, and Scopus General. So many things are there. Now after that, resource persons. Large number of eminent persons were involved in imparting education on the various topics. Some of the notable persons include Professor CP Gupta, Head, Dean, Faculty of Applied Science, South Campus, Head, Department of Financial Studies. Then very known professors, Professor Neeraj Kaushik, Department of Business Administration, National Institute of Technology, Kurukshetra, NIT, and others, and so many others. Now finally, the organizing team of the present refresher course has put its concerted efforts to make this program meaningful, useful in the academic growth of the participants. This program will help in the promotion of the participants through the increased API score as per the norm UGC. I may also add, every course organized under the auspices of Teaching Learning Center of Ramanujan College is strictly managed in pursuance to the regulations of UGC and Ministry of Education. This course fulfills all the conditions of regulatory bodies. I wish all the participants a big success, and they should go with enhanced knowledge about the latest developments in the research area to impact their students. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Jai Hind. Thank you, Rekha.
Thank you so much, Dr. J.L. Gupta, sir. We are very grateful to Professor Nageshwar Rao, Vice Chancellor, Indira Gandhi National Open University, and we welcome him for acceding to our request for chairing today's session as a chief guest. We also welcome Professor SP Agrawal, Dr. J.L. Gupta, CA Dr. Sanjeev Singhal, of course, our very own Professor Anjali Gupta, Ms. Saloni, Ms. Priyanka Marwa, Mr. Amir, Mr. Purushottam, Mr. Ravinder, and all the technical team, Mr. Akhil Raj and Prashant, and of course, all our participants who have gathered here. It is my proud privilege to call upon Professor S.P. Agrawal, Principal Ramanujan College, Director, Teaching Learning Center, Member, Executive Council and Academic Council, University of Delhi, Member, University Court, Academic Member, AIA London. Professor Agrawal's dynamism is reflected in every task, every initiative, and every endeavor that he undertakes. The college under his leadership is shining like a star in the sky. The college, with an enviable score of A++, 3.72, given by NAC, is a score yet to be beaten by any other institution. An astute leader, a brilliant scholar, writer, and author, and an administrator par excellence. And of course, as a human being, I don't have words to say. His very charming smile speaks for all. I invite you, sir, to address the audience. Professor S.P. Agrawal.
Thank you, Rekha ji. As usual, you have been very, very nice all the time. First of all, good afternoon and welcome to all our dignitaries and worthy participants who are always kind enough for this institution that they join in large numbers. Even in this program, I think there are more than 250 participants. Friends, today, basically it's a concluding session and a valedictory session. But first of all, we are highly thankful to our chief guest, Professor Nageshwar Rao, who has always been a guiding force for this center, which is, given to us by the Ministry, Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya National Mission for Teachers and Teaching. Dr. Sanjeev Singhal, always being a professional, taking his time is very difficult, but he is always available for us, and we are grateful to him that he is available for all these programs. My guru and mentor, Dr. J.L. Gupta, Dr. Rekha Dayal, Professor Anjali Gupta, all the participating team members and the participants, once again, welcome to this valedictory function of course on research methodology and data analysis. Friends, first of all, I will not talk about the course as such, but the challenge which we have faced and which we always talk to you and try to resolve the problems. First of all, we always believe that training of teachers is really a very, very difficult task, because training the trainers is a challenge. And since last few years, we have taken this challenge, and to some extent, we have been successful in training them. Because, why I say successful, because we have done certain studies that the trainer, our trained teachers, they have produced good, teaching learning material. They have produced good research for which we already have the data, but we will share at some time with you. Another important thing is that, the trainers should be able to train others. That is also very important, because the outcome is based on training of other people. And trainers, if they can train their students, if they can train other research scholars, if they can train their colleagues, that is a wonderful idea which we always believe in. And I'm sure that they are doing it and they have done it. We are also collecting data for that, and we will produce a paper on this, that how these training programs over the period, because we have already trained more than 200,000 teachers, and we have enough data to prove that yes, these training programs have helped us. Now, another important thing which I even talked in the inauguration program, that you must go through the policy, which is National Education Policy 2020, and there the importance of research is very much emphasized. Another important thing is the funding of research, and there also, the various agencies are listed that who can be of help, because today the innovation is to get funds for the research. And this is very important, being you all are young colleagues. sometimes even the administrators doesn't know. So you must be able to explore all the areas, all the funding agencies, all the government agencies, private agencies, philanthropic agencies for meaningful research. That is very important if you are going into the whether going for a research project or going for a project which you feel is meaningful to the society, because everything is so connected. The innovation, R&D, startup, everything is connected with research. So that is why I'm saying the funding of research is very important. Then another important thing is, which I'm sharing with you, that there is a initiative of Ministry of Education and UGC to have research and development cell in each higher education institution. I don't know whether your institution have it or not. Please do it if it is there. There are guidelines available on the website. These guidelines you follow and develop or have research and development cell in your institution. Another important thing is the Institutional Innovation Council, again initiative of the Ministry of Education. Every institution must have this. There are rules, regulations, specific guidelines how to run this, and this is the basically run in combination with the faculty, with the students and the industry. So you must go into it and set up Institutional Innovation Council, which is called IIC. Our college has already done, we have research and development for the last few years. IIC has been set up recently. Another important thing is that there is a concept of Section 8 companies to further the consultancy and research and startup. Your institution can also have that. You can read the rules and regulations. Delhi University has already taken initiative in this direction, and you must be able to set up for your institution so that the culture of startup can be established. Today itself, you must have seen the report that country has reached to the 40th position in startups. So this is the initiative of the last few years of Government of India and of the educational institutions. So educational institutions are the key. That is very important. And another important thing is that see, everything is so combined, whether it is innovation, startups, intellectual property rights, all these things should be taken together. It is not just that you publish a research paper in a Scopus journal, that is enough. See, your research, your PhD research, your publication research should be meaningful to the society, to solve these smaller problems of these societies, to solve the problems of the country at large. So this initiative should be with everyone. Another important thing is that the research which you are doing, or with fellow faculty members you are doing, or with your students you are doing, you must promote it and make it a commercial, because ultimately the educational institution must raise resources for R&D, and raising resources is the key function, because Government of India cannot fund each and everything. It is for sure. So you must try that as a faculty, as a young faculty, as a department, as a dean or head of that faculty, you must try to raise resources through R&D. That is very, very important, and that is how the institutions or the good universities in the world flourish. Another important thing today itself, I saw that Ministry of Science and Technology, they have announced a scheme of funding the research of higher education institutions called Sathi. You can look at that, and there is a good funding of up to 60 lakhs in that. So you can explore all these funding issues. Why I talked all this, so that you can understand, because you have learned the research methodology course, you must have also learned the data analysis and few programs to run your research programs, but you must also know how to fund your research. So with this, once again, I welcome all of you, and welcome our dignitaries, especially Professor Nageshwar Rao and Dr. Sanjeev Singhal, and all the participants who have been so supportive, and they have been giving us feedback how to run the future programs. And that is why we keep on innovating our programs each time, and not only on research, but in other discipline areas we are running programs. So in future also we will continue to do that, and through that we are also producing good research, and also we are able to establish some startups for you, because a lot of ideas are exchanged through these programs. With this, once again, thank you very much. Over to Rekha.
Thank you so much, Professor S.P. Agrawal. And I'm sure I think the participants have a lot to take from what you have told them, because it is imperative and important that they take the research to higher levels and higher notches. I'm very happy to announce that we have with us our CA Dr. Sanjeev Singhal, who is Central Council member for the second term of the Institute of Chartered Accountancy of India, very, very prestigious committee, as Dr. Jail Gupta had already informed us. He's also the chairman committee for members in practice 21-22. He's also the chairperson, Sustainability Reporting Standards Board 2020 to 2022. He's vice chairman of the Accounting Standards Board, and he's president of the Indian Accounting Association NCR chapter. I may also add here that CA Dr. Sanjeev Singhal is not only a brilliant professional, but has been a superb academician. He has taught earlier and has been the recipient of the gold medal in his post-graduation and graduation. He is the alumnus of University of Delhi, having done his PhD from the Faculty of Management Studies, University of Delhi. CA Dr. Sanjeev Singhal has authored many books, and of course has almost lectured not only in the country, but outside the country also. We are very, very proud to have you with us, and I would request CA Dr. Sanjeev Singhal to address the participants.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rekha Dayal, Professor Nageshwar Rao, the chief guest for the program, the Honorable Vice Chairman of the Vice Chancellor of the IGNOU, Dr. S.P. Agrawal, the chief architect behind this educational initiatives, Dr. Jail Gupta. This time, Dr. Rekha Dayal did not use the term Chandu Javan Prakash, but yes, he's the one who is there, and always, very meticulously planning and organizing all the programs, Dr. Rekha Dayal and Professor Anjali Gupta and the entire team, Dr. Purushottam and others, and my dear professors, the fellow professors who happen to be the participant of this program. Very good evening to you all. A valedictory address actually means a farewell speech. But really speaking, this is not a farewell. Neither we are away from you, nor you are going away from us. It is all of you, or at least most of you, are in professional life as an academician. Most of you are academician. So now what we need to do, we need to give back to the academia, to the country, and to the society. I think what is more important is that whatever we have learned, उसको सोसाइटी की भलाई के लिए कैसे यूज करें. उसमें कमर्शियल कंसिडरेशन जरूर आए, जैसे डॉक्टर एसपी अग्रवाल ने बताया. इसी तरह से एक नेशनल रिसर्च फाउंडेशन पिछली बार सेटअप की गई थी, जो कि हर साल 10,000 करोड़ रुपए के रिसर्च फंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करती है. 5 साल तक ये करेगी. So while I agree that the research funding in India is low, but at the same time, उसके जो टेकर्स भी ज्यादा नहीं है. उसके लिए जो पात्र लोग हैं, मैं हर प्रोग्राम में बोलता हूँ, हम इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट ऑफ इंडिया से 10 लाख रुपए तक का रिसर्च ग्रांट देते हैं. मेरे पास आज तक एक भी एप्लीकेशन नहीं आया सेइंग दैट कि हमने रामानुजन कॉलेज का प्रोग्राम अटेंड किया था, सुना और हमने ये अप्लाई किया. आज जरूरत है सोसाइटी में इस चीज की, दैट व्हाट यू हैव लर्नड हियर इन 15 days, उसको कमर्शियलाइज बेशक करिए, कोई डाउट नहीं है उसमें, लेकिन अपनी कंट्री, अपने देश के लिए कैसे उसको लगा. फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर आपने स्टैटिस्टिकल मेथड्स पढ़े, तो वो स्टैटिस्टिकल मेथड से आप आज कंट्री की क्या प्रॉब्लम को एनालाइज कर सकते हैं, या इकोनॉमी किस पाथ पे जाए उसका क्या एनालिसिस आप निकाल के दे सकते हैं. और आज सबसे अच्छी बात ये है कि हमारे प्रधानमंत्री एक ऐसे प्रधानमंत्री हैं जो हर एक के लिए अप्रोचेबल है. आप पीएमओ की साइट पे लिख सकते हैं सजेशन और आपको जवाब आता है. जवाब कई बार अगर नहीं भी आए तो वो अगर इम्प्लीमेंट करने लायक चीज है तो वो इम्प्लीमेंट होती है. इसी तरह से ऐसे बहुत सारे एरिया है. फॉर एग्जांपल डॉक्टर एसपी अग्रवाल से मेरी कल ही बात हुई that let us start something in sustainability also, and as Dr. JL Gupta says, he is always ready, so he says why not. सस्टेनेबिलिटी पे अभी हमारे प्रधानमंत्री ने भी गुजरात में भाषण दिया था कि सस्टेनेबिलिटी कितनी इंपॉर्टेंट है, एबिलिटी टू सस्टेन. आज अगर आप रिसर्च करते हैं क्लाइमेट चेंज के ऊपर, अगर आप रिसर्च करते हैं पॉवर्टी एलिवेशन के ऊपर, या अगर आप रिसर्च करते हैं इवन अगर आप फाइनेंस फील्ड से भी हैं, एंड इफ यू कैन डू द रिसर्च that say for example how the cost of funds can be lowered for the industry, then that would also be very useful, because we are seeing recessionary trends and inflation everywhere. In US and UK it is at unprecedented high levels. Even in India the repo rates have been increased again by 50 basis points today, this morning. So how can you make your research more meaningful? That will be my humble request to all of you, and we will feel that the purpose of this program has been served. Fine, you will get some points which you should get because you have attended this program, but take it in the right spirit and see that the national resources which have been spent on this program, how they are put to the best use. I wish all of you a very bright future, and I being the host, I will say that be associated with the programs, and naturally if at any point of time you also want to be a faculty in some of the future programs, do write to us. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you so much, Senior Dr. Sanjeev Singhal. I think you have really hit the nail on the right head, because what is required is how best our research could be used, not just for commercial purposes, but for benefit of the society. Because it is time that for all of us to give back to the society, to the country, to our nation. I do hope that our participants, somebody, and I've been also feeling really bad that each time you have come up and informed everybody about the funds which are available. When I remember when I was doing PhD years back, and when I was a student many years, decades back, there were no such funds available. But now with the Chartered Accountants Institute and many other institutions who are willing to give it, I think it is time for the participants to really take it up. Thank you once again for giving your time to us. The organizing team, after every program, looks for improvement and betterment, and that is provided only by the feedback of the participants, which we receive from time to time. And I may also inform each participant, sometimes it is felt that maybe your suggestions, sometimes when you call us and tell us something, whether it is being incorporated or not, but let me inform you, each time that we get something, it is always not only looked at very minutely, but it is passed on to the right kind of people who are working towards it, and it is also incorporated. Today also, we have our participants who would like to give their suggestions, their feedback, and I would request one of the members of our technical team, Ms. Saloni Arora, who is Assistant Professor at G. St. Mary College, University of Delhi, to invite them and to take this program from here. And I may also add that Ms. Saloni Arora, Ms. Priyanka Marwa, Dr. Purushottam, Mr. Amir, Mr. Ravinder, and Akhil and Prashant GS technical team have been very efficiently working with Professor Anjali Gupta. Over to you, Ms. Arora.
Thank you, ma'am. I would first like to call upon Dr. J. Margaret Mary, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Women's Christian College, Chennai, University of Madras. Ma'am.
Yeah. Am I audible? Good afternoon, good evening to one and all.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. I am indeed honored for having been given this opportunity to share my feedback on the refresher course on research methodology and data analysis. I would like to say a few lines on my experience during this past 14 days. What caught my attention first was a youthful dashboard where there was a line which gave the countdown for the end of the course. This was in fact very motivating for me, since I was wondering, how am I going to complete these 14 days? But this daily countdown actually motivated me to do my daily requirements for the course with ease and enthusiasm. These 14 days flew away in a jiffy. I should say this is indeed a fantastic idea to motivate the learner. Coming to the lessons, this refresher course was entirely a new experience for me. Being a chemist who primarily depends on experiments and spectra for my interpretation of my research, this was a new dimension of learning. I enjoyed learning about hypothesis, correlation, regression, research questions, and samplings. The topics on qualitative research, plagiarism, research ethics were very useful. The introduction to SPS, Turnitin, Urkund, RStudio, NVivo, LaTeX were very beneficial. The fact that MS Excel has a lot of features in it was an eye-opener to me. The days were kept engaging with regular quizzes and assignments, which I enjoyed doing like a student. Thank you for bringing out the student in me. The assignment on LaTeX and designing the structured questionnaire made me read and reread the videos a number of times. The live sessions were very informative since I had limited knowledge on these topics before the start of this refresher course. I appreciate the organizers for the meticulous planning of every detail of this course. I admire the effort you had taken to edit and post these videos that were very relevant and very useful. I applaud the organizers for maintaining the schedule and keeping up the time during every live sessions. Great job done with these, and congratulations to one and all. Thank you for the opportunity. Me, Dr. J. Margaret Murray, signing off from down south, Chennai, India.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your very encouraging, very enriching and valuable feedback. Now, I would like to call upon Ms. Shilpa Kulkarni, research scholar from Visvesvaraya Technology University, Karnataka. Over to you, ma'am.
Yes, Shilpa, you're audible. Ma'am, you are on mute now. Shilpa, ma'am, you are on mute now. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. First of all, good evening to everybody. I just want to begin with some quote. The capacity to learn is a gift. The ability to learn is a skill. And the willingness to learn is a choice. Okay. First of all, I want to congratulate and thank all the organizers, Principal Ramanujam College, for organizing such a beautiful and productive program. Because I have just registered for my PhD and I was totally under dilemma what to do and how to start with my research papers or how to give my coursework. So this is just an initial stage where I was a bit apprehensive and I was at a doubtful stage what to start. So one of my friends suggested, you just go and try for this program. And when he suggested for 15 days, I was under dilemma. 15 days, I have to work like a student. Then he just told me, I bet you, if you invest 1515 days, you are going to really learn so much so that it is going to help you throughout your research life. So I thought, let me try. So when I registered and when I started with the first day and today is the last day, I'm just going to miss this 15 days of time because learning and attending quizzes and as well as sitting sharp at 11 o'clock and attending the lectures, even though it is online, offline, I really enjoyed this. And I just want to thank especially technical team who solved my problem because even though I was submitting the quizzes and all the assignments, it was not ready to accept my things. So special thanks to technical team for solving my problem. And I heartily congratulate for the team which organized such a brilliantly and without any hiccups. And I'm just waiting for the upcoming events and programs from your side. I'm really eagerly waiting. Kudos to the team. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Shilpa. Next, I would like to call upon Mr. Ashok Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, ARSD College. Over to you, sir.
Am I audible, madam?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
First of all, I would like to congratulate everyone and organizing team of this refresher course, enriched refresher course, which I luckily became a participant, as my colleague Professor Anjali Gupta advised me for the same. Actually, I am connected with Anjali Gupta madam, and I once in a staff room asked him kindly organize again a refresher or orientation program for the faculty, as the teaching and learning process which the Ramanujan College is providing is in a different way. This 2-week interdisciplinary refresher course on research methodology and data analysis is helpful for us, as I am also a PhD student. I am a science student, but I have learned a lot of things. I am very much thankful to all the organizers, all the speakers which the organizing team asked them to deliver their lecture, their valuable inputs on different issues and different areas. I would like to thank Professor Rekha Dayal madam, Professor J.L. Gupta ji, and Professor Nageshwar sir, and heads of to Professor S.P. Agrawal ji. The whole team of Ramanujan College, doing very well, and we are lucky to have a platform at Ramanujan College where we can listen such learners, such speakers, and we can learn a lot of things through this refresher course. Hopefully, we find some different and better way to deliver the things which we have learned from you. Thanks a lot, madam. And thank you, Ramanujan College and its team.
Thank you, Mr. Ashok. Next, I have received a message from one of our participants, Kalpana Sahu, Assistant Professor, Ramadevi Women's University, Odisha. She's unable to join due to some technical glitch, so she's forwarded me her message. She's told that she's joined 12 refresher courses from TLC Ramanujan, and she feels that it's very useful for her being an assistant professor, attending all the refresher courses online. So she's saying that a big thank you to the team, that despite our hectic schedule, she's able to attend and upgrade her knowledge. So that is by Ms. Kalpana Sahu from Odisha. Over to you, Rekha ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kalpana ma'am, for sharing this view, and really thankful to you for being a part of every refresher course. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Saloni Arora. And as I had said earlier, the participants, their feedback, that is of paramount importance to the team. And I'm sure there are some other times when someone may have found some glitch, some hiccup somewhere, but I think the team really goes out of the way to make sure that all the technical problems are taken care of. We try our best. Thank you so much, Saloni, Professor Anjali Gupta, and Priyanka Marwa. Now is the time that we have been waiting for to listen to our patron, our guide, our mentor, our chief guest for today, Professor Nageshwar Rao, currently the Vice Chancellor of the biggest Open University, Indira Gandhi National Open University, New Delhi. Professor Nageshwar Rao is a professor of management since 1990 and a fellow from ICMA, Kolkata. Professor Rao served as a teaching faculty at University of Allahabad, Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi, and Vikram University, Ujjain. He has an illustrious career which includes leadership positions as Vice Chancellor of various universities, to name a few, in UP, Rajarshi Tandon Open University, Uttarakhand Open University, and of course, the Vice Chancellor of the IGNOU, New Delhi, and Kumaon University. Professor Rao, before this, was also Dean of Faculty of Management Studies at Vikram University, Ujjain, for a number of times, and he was also the director of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Business Management, Vikram University, for more than 2 decades. Professor Rao has received many awards, the Nehru Literacy Award in 2018, the Saraswati Samman Award in 2010, the Honorary Fellow of Commonwealth of Learning, Canada, 2019, and he also is a D.Litt honorary by K.K. Andik Open University, Guwahati, for his outstanding contribution in open and distance learning. He was also the president of Indian Accounting Association, which was referred to by Dr. J.L. Gupta earlier this afternoon. Professor Rao has written and has participated in many international and national conferences and has contributed papers and authored books. We are extremely grateful to you, sir, for having acceded to our request to be here with us at this time. We know that you have a very, very hectic and busy schedule, but I think the participants will really benefit from listening to you. Over to Professor Nageshwar Rao, sir.
Thank you for giving me an opportunity to be with you all this evening. Nice to listen the feedback also from the participants. I'm really thankful and grateful to SP Agrawal ji, who has given me an opportunity to be with you all this evening. Rekha Dayal ji and Anjali ji, they're always cordial and helpful to me. And this is a team which J.L. Gupta has built. Because in almost all the programs, I was here. Anjali ji was also here. SP Agrawal is also here. Rekha Dayal is also here. And Sanjeev ji was also here. So this is a permanent, well-knit team which is being created for this workshop. It is the 2 weeks interdisciplinary refresher course. And I do remember that when this first workshop it was organized on the same theme with distinguished experts, they expressed their views. And later on the feedback also we received from the participants. It was highly encouraging. And then the repeat programs. Great contribution by Ramanujam College, and especially in the field of research. Because research is an area where most of the learners, most of the researchers, they falter. They always feel that what is to be searched again, that is the research. And searching again and again and getting newer and newer things, that is the objective of research. As a learner, always they are ambitious to have the researchers. Now the PhD regulation, which has come up recently, it has streamlined the entire process. The coursework is there, and the coursework, the students are expected to go for choosing a topic, choosing a relevant topic, review of literature, objectives of study, then hypothesis to be formulated, then the part on which the emphasis was the data analysis. Because collection of data, people can do it. I do remember when I was a student, at that time, this systematic process, it was not being explained properly. And again, the process of analysis, how to analyze the data. Nowadays, a lot of statistical tools are available. SPSS versions are available. Latest SPSS version, it is going to strengthen the entire structure of research. Look at any book on research methodology, especially in the field of social sciences. They're available, Good and Hot, Paul and Young, or Indian authors. There may be 100 pages, there may be 150 pages. But the students, they fumble only when they think about the analysis of data. And for this workshop, this refresher course, it gives a light to every researcher. When the statistical tools, NOVA, t-test, z-test, and advanced tests, they can be used. How the sample is to be selected. A random sampling, purposive sampling, and then all these things have to link it to the objectives of the study. After linking it to the objectives of the study, we get the final outcome only after data analysis. And with this gap, if you look at the earlier researches, in most of the cases, they collected the data, they made some sort of analysis, and finally, the patchwork has been done for conclusions, findings, and suggestions. But when you are analyzing the data properly, then this patchwork will not be there. You will get the useful findings. My suggestion to all my young researchers is that select a topic of empirical relevance. And our Honorable Prime Minister and the Honorable Education Minister, they always say that our researchers therefore should focus on the problems which the country is confronting. Empirical issues they have to pick up. Sample size should be adequate. And when you complete your 2 or 3 years, you also feel satisfied that you have done something for the country. Your suggestions, they should be useful to the policymakers. They should be useful to the administrators. They should be useful for the society at the large. And that will give you the satisfaction. And I must compliment each one of you who spend their time here. I was listening to one of the participants that spending 15 days, but it is an investment in your life that you made for these 15 hours, 15 days. And this additional inputs which you got, this is your treasure, always your asset. It is your academic asset, which you will nurture, and ultimately you will get gainful results in all your future endeavors. My sincere best wishes to all my young friends. And my sincere regards and respects to J.L. Gupta ji, Professor S.P. Agrawal ji, and my friends, the teammates, Anjala ji and Rekha Dayal ji. Wishing all the best for such endeavors which are useful to our young learners, young researchers. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Nageshwar Rao, sir. I do hope that the words, the statements that have come from you are so profound. And I think the importance is that one should look into what problems the country is facing and how the solutions could be done by all people who are doing research. And I'm sure their suggestions would not only be useful for the policymakers and administrators. I do hope that the investment, as you have rightly said, that they have made in these 15 days is an investment in learning. Thank you so much for being with us and having spared your valuable time. Now I would request Professor Anjali Gupta Professor of Commerce at ARST College, University of Delhi, to give her vote of thanks. Before she does that, I would like the participants, I would like to inform them that Professor Anjali Gupta is an alumnus of Delhi University, having done her graduation, post-graduation, as well as her PhD from University of Delhi. She is an avid researcher, having published many papers in very reputed journals, both nationally as well as internationally, and is a member of practically all committees, not only in her own college, where she is very sought after, but even in Ramanujan College, in the activities that we undertake, she is our backbone. Professor Anjali Gupta, I think, deserves to be applauded, and I would like to propose a vote of thanks to her for all the work that she has done so tirelessly and with a smile. And let me add here, I'm sure she's not going to be very happy about it, but despite the fact that her husband met with an accident yesterday and he has fractured his leg, yet when I spoke to her last evening, she had a smile on her face and she told me, I think, which was so motivating and positive, that ma'am, whatever has happened, it could have been worse. So I'm very happy that at least he has been spared of that and it is only a fracture. Anjali, salute to you. Over to you for the vote of thanks.
Thank you so much, ma'am. You are always kind to me and all the elders that are present here. You all are very kind to me and really thankful for the kind words. A very blissful good evening to respected Professor Nageshwar Rao, sir, Professor S.P. Agrawal, sir, CA Dr. Sanjeev Singhal, sir, respected Dr. J.L. Gupta, sir, respected Rekha Dayal, ma'am, my worthy team members and valued past participants. Overwhelming elation sweeps me when I use this opportunity to propose a vote of thanks for the valedictory session. I, Professor Anjali Gupta, on behalf of TLC Ramanujan College and Indian Accounting Association NCR chapter, my entire supporting team, and on my own behalf, extend a heartiest vote of thanks to all for gracing this valedictory session of 2 weeks interdisciplinary national refresher course on research methodology and data analysis organized by TLC Ramanujan College under the aegis of Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya, National Mission on Teachers and Teaching, Ministry of Education, and Indian Accounting Association NCR chapter between 16th to 30th September 2022. At the outset, I would like to express my gratitude to Professor Nageshwar Rao, sir, for sharing his views and experiences in the arena of research. Sir, we truly agree that the researchers now are in the social sciences have a lot of new research tools at their disposal, but definitely we have to learn from time to time how we use them. Selection of topics of empirical relevance will ensure that we contribute to the solutions of the economic issues that are being faced by a country is definitely required as shared by sir. The additional inputs participants obtain by joining such refresher course must be well appreciated as was suggested by sir. Thank you so much, sir, for always guiding us in all our endeavors, and definitely your respected presence gives us new energy to work harder for the next program. We want to acknowledge our gratitude to Dr. C.A. Sanjeev Singhal, sir, for appreciating the efforts of organizing team. Sir suggested that we must learn to give back to the society using our knowledge that we have gained using resources of our country. We must realize research must be made more meaningful and molded in such a way that we are able to help in formulation of policies was discussed by sir in his address, for which we are really very grateful to you, sir. We express our deep sense of appreciation for Professor S.P. Agrawal, sir, for all his constant guidance that he gives us. We are grateful to you, sir, for conduct of training programs as well as carrying out research in order to find out the results and the learning that these program is ultimately providing to the teachers. Sir always stresses on the quality research, innovation, as well as setting up of cultures of startup. And definitely, sir, in his college is providing an environment to ensure that all this is happening. Raising of funds through research and development for the institution using different using different platforms is must, as was suggested by sir. And really, sir, we are encouraged to find new ways from where we can fund our research. That is what was the suggestion, and we are really thankful to you, sir, for this suggestion. We take immense pleasure in thanking our beloved and respected Dr. J.L. Gupta, sir, for his mentorship and continuous encouragement, which has resulted in the success of this endeavor. Thank you, sir, for sharing your views about research methodology. And we are also thankful to you, sir, for sharing with us and recognize the mentorship as well as contribution that all the pillars of Indian Accounting Association NCR chapter have done. My sincere thanks goes to our dear Dr. Rekha Dayal ma'am, who is very kind and always having good words for me, but she's relentlessly works hard in different aspects of the program and make sure that I do not make any mistake. And for that, ma'am, I'm really thankful to you. All our mentors make sure that definitely our program is of quality par excellence, for which really I'm really thankful from the bottom of my heart. My sincere thanks goes to our entire team comprising of Dr. Rajiv, Dr. Ashish, Dr. Purushottam Kumar Arya, Ms. Saloni, Ms. Priyanka, and Mr. Amir. The 24/7 support of technical team members, Mr. Ravinder Bisht, Mr. Akhil, Mr. Sanchit, and Mr. Prashant was always commendable. And at last, I would be failing in my allegiance if I do not express my sincere thanks to all the participants from different parts of the country who are in our midst. A special thanks to all the participants who have come forward to share their feedback here on this platform. And I'm really thankful that they enjoyed the program. On behalf of my entire organizing team, I take this opportunity to express my gratitude and really thanks to you all for the participation in this session of the refresher course. Once again, a very sincere thanks to all for gracing the occasion. With this, sir, with your permission, I would like to conclude the program, and definitely a special thanks, sir, to Professor Nageshwar Rao, sir, and all the other dignitaries for always being there, sir. Sir, we are so grateful, and it is always a very good experience, and we enjoy listening to you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, with your